Hey there, it's Chaya here with Naked, the Messy Middle Edition. Gosh, today I feel so messy. This is perfect. Yesterday I realized that this month I'm working on surrender as a whole. And yesterday I realized that surrendering is really tough for me. But also I realized that I was focusing on why surrender is tough for me. And the more I was focusing on that, on understanding it, the more reasons I came up with and the less solutions I was coming up with. Because I wasn't focusing on how to get better, I was actually just focusing on what the problem was. So the problem kept growing. And what I decided to shift my focus to is, what do I want? How do I want to behave? And just that little shift literally took weights off my shoulder. And if you watch it yesterday, you see how the breakthrough happens, and it's really kind of cool. But today, I'm having real trouble relaxing. My roommate's been moving out for a while. I don't know if she has, if she hasn't yet, like, it's complicated. And yesterday I finally decided to do something different and do it different than I've ever done before, and give her a gift as a parting gift, to wrap it up on a nice note and to show that there really is no hard feelings, or anything. And we're meant to be next, but it doesn't have to be like hatred or stuff like that, which took a lot out of me, and yet somehow leaves me with a sinking feeling. And you know what, before continuing, I talked to you about sage the other day, and I honestly didn't have any a lighter, so I wasn't able to, but today I want to show you how, for me, sage works. Sage is not just a cleaning component. Sage is really also just relaxation. You can literally sit down and just take little wafts of it. And I imagine being held and taken care of. And I imagine, just like a father, the ideal father, I imagine him taking care of me, putting me on his shoulders when it hurts, when my feet hurt and I can't walk anymore. I'm going to do just a bit more because I can definitely use it. And this is something you use your own best judgment on. You literally can buy this on Amazon for like $5-6. 3 of them. So like you'll have enough for the next few weeks. And it cleanses the whole room anyway. I would walk around right now really and do this walking around. Okay. Now let's take 3-4 deep breaths in. I sometimes do this when it feels too messy. Hold on. Okay. And now make a noise on the way out. Hold on. Now I'm going to see if I can breathe in even deeper. And hold even deeper. Alright, I need to do stronger stuff than this, because the truth is, it's really getting to me right about now, and I can't even communicate all of what's getting to me because it's getting to me so strong. So that's how messy the messy middle can get. Let's do this. Ooh, this is my favorite meditation of all time. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to ground myself through connecting to the fact that there's something bigger than me all the way up there. And the divinity is legend, is like its legend is that it's up there, right? So I'm going to connect it. I'm going to see a pillar of light coming all the way from the top of the sky to the top of my head and pouring in all this beautiful light in my body and healing me. So from the top of the sky all the way to the top of my head, all the way deep inside my entire body, white light, a pillar of white light, of holding of leading, of guided. And when I breathe it out, I let go of all the stuff I don't need. I'm going to breathe it in and let it go throughout everything. My head, my shoulders, my elbows, my knees, my chest, my stomach, my toes. And again, from the top of my head, pouring in comes this white light, literally healing all my courage, all my pain and fears, all my failures, everything that stands in my way. And one last one. Alright, that's better. See, the two techniques I just used are something physical, such as sage, changing the state of what I'm in based off of my sense. Just changing one of my senses, it automatically changes my state on some level. Yet it's a low level, and it sometimes needs to be accompanied by something stronger, and that's why I started doing this sort of meditation, but just a few seconds. And did you notice I didn't have to do much? I literally, if you like memorize this and do it on your own, you'll see you can do it in a matter of 2-3 minutes. I don't know how long I did it now. It was just a few minutes. So let me actually share with you why I feel so strongly. So this situation with my roommate was really, really intense. But the worst part was that when she moved in, I promised myself this would be different, in the means that I would do everything in my power to make it work. And that is a form of control. I realize that now. But every time something came up, I found new ways for me to change so that I could tolerate and be just better. And for that, I'm really grateful. But what was happening was that instead of putting down proper boundaries, and instead of realizing there were two people here, I was taking full responsibility for the relationship on every account. And that was a very big burden. And that wasn't true either. Because at the end of the day, it took both of us. And there was probably there was no room for her in this relationship, because I wanted to make sure it worked out the way I wanted it. So I needed to take control. And I guess that at this point, there's a certain aspect of guilt that's showing up, of like, that I didn't realize that earlier, or that even that I couldn't make it work. A part of me is like, you should have been able to make it work. But that feeds back into that concept that I think that I'm alone here and I can do everything I want, which is ludicrous. I don't know if you're an atheist or not, but I'm not. And I believe in divinity, and I believe in God, and I believe in all of that, and I might not know exactly how it plays out, but I believe in it. And I believe I'm connected to something bigger, and I can do everything in the entire world, but at some point there's this little bit of grace that's needed. There's this little bit of godliness that's needed. And if it isn't there, then no matter what I do, if it's not meant to happen, it's just not going to happen. And I'm having real trouble accepting that. I'm having real trouble accepting that in this situation, because it makes me feel really like lost, dependent, and I guess it's just scary. It's like out of control. It's scary feelings. I'm gonna hold that for a moment before I go to the piece that I want to go to, which is so cool, because when I do this, I seem to feel like I a little bit know how to get myself out of these messes, or forward, or through them, no out. The only way out is through. But that's kind of cool. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to know that on some level, like I'm not in control. I can control my actions, but I can't control the results. But what I would love to focus on, and we're going to have to wrap up here, what I would love to focus on is how I would love to feel about that is this calm feeling of like, yay, it's not in my control. So I can give it back to whoever's control it is without even feeling bad, because he's anyway in control. So why the hell am I working so hard? Let me do my part, and then at some point let go and let him take care of the rest, because he's anyway gonna. I want it to fill me with this yummy feeling of like, it's okay. I don't even have to fight anymore. Everything's okay. I would love for it to fill me with that feeling of the white light all over my body, feeling strong and powerful, but also knowing that I'm not all strong, the strongest and the most powerful, because that would be really scary. Knowing that there's something bigger than me that's taking care of me, always. That's what I want. Now, I really hope that the series helps you, these videos help you, and I would love to know. So please, either you like, subscribe, or just even, I don't know, comment, let me know, reach out. I want to hear. I want to know this. And I'd like to hear how it's helping you too. So I'll see you soon.